really three main components in this. It's the beets, the oranges, and the grapefruits, and we're going to put a little bit of finely aged balsamic vinegar in with that. Do we have any of that balsamic vinegar down in the wine cellar?
I believe so. Would you like to look for it?
Yeah, let's go get some of that.
I found it.
Got it?
Up.
Okay. Great.
Humor.
A little humor in the show, huh?
Try it out.
Okay.
Next time we can take the elevator.
That would be pretty cool. How does that elevator work?
You just walk over here, and then the button's right here over next to the stuff. And you just gotta wait a little bit. It takes a little while. You slowly start going down. Takes a little bit. You know, it helps if you're shorter than the counter.
Comes up pretty quick though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then you just press it again. Like it shoots right up. It's not even a problem.
That.
It's like it's insane. We gotta get some oil on that thing.
Endive.
It's been broken for years. Woo.
These are so white and beautiful. You never want to get them when they're really brown. We kept pretty good straight faces through there.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we want to get our endive, and we want to slice the endive up into sections about 1 inch. Again, this is no recipe really right now for this. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. It's all the components that were previously in the lunch that I had. We'll break open some of these other pieces. Get right onto the next one. I'm going to put some red currants in with this, which is going to give it a nice little sweetness. You could put some cranberries, all kinds of stuff. How are we doing on time there? Great, great. 10 minutes, Adam. We got 10 minutes to finish all of this. I think we're good. Next, we'll take our green apple. I don't even peel the green apple. I take the green apple, slice it open. I love this. Take a little melon baller and you take out all of the pits in one shot. Then you take your knife and just pull out the core on both sides. Discard that. And what we're going to do, I cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut nice thin slices here. The green apple really gives this such a nice bit of tartness and sweetness at the same time. I love those contrasts. Green apple in with our endive. Adam, could I have one of those bigger stainless bowls over there?
Here you go.
Okay. The endive and the green apple. So, those oranges and grapefruits, if you get tired of trying to pull the segments out, you can actually just slice them up. And you would do that by simply slicing this way. Maybe I would cut it in half first. But, you know, coming from a classical French trained background, you're taught to do things very, very specific and precise. So they have to be perfect. So we always did it that way. I show folks the easy way, how to do it all the time now, because if it's not fun, then people won't do it. If people aren't doing it, then they're not eating good. So we want to make sure that everybody's having fun when they cook. It shouldn't be a burden. It's actually my way of relaxing when I've had a very stressful day. I like to come home and cook. Other people might think differently, that it's just the opposite, that it'll stress you out, but it's great for me. I've got some toasted walnuts. We put them in the oven. Just going to break them up if they're a little bit big. Remember I mentioned the currants. Currants are kind of like little raisins. And we have some blue cheese here. This is a gorgonzola cheese. And now, and I'm sorry, I'm going to reach across you for 1 second. Forgive me. I'm going to make our creamy wasabi dressing for this. I'm going to put some mayonnaise. I'm going to put a little soy sauce. Thankfully, I didn't spill it all. Just a little cleanup. You like to stay clean as you're going along. Wasabi. I have some prepared wasabi. which you can buy in a tube or it comes in a powdered form. Wasabi is a Japanese horseradish, and you buy it in a powdered form, and you add some water or some wine to it. I'll put a little bit of rice vinegar. Trying to remember what else I may have tasted in this. Certainly some salt and pepper. Kind of salt and pepper everything. Not as much salt as I would normally use because we put the soy sauce in. And then I want to whisk this up. Just move this off to the side. How's it going, Adam? A little boring, I was just going to say. I'm running over to get a spoon.
We're getting there, though.
Get a couple of spoons in case we need to taste a bunch of stuff. You know, if we stay in one place, people think it's too contrived.
Ah.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's like exactly what I ate yesterday. So I guess my ability to taste something and make it again is still with me. Pour this dressing, remember creamy wasabi dressing, over this endive. I want to get every last bit of it out because I'll tell you, this is really good. So it was just simply mayonnaise, wasabi, some soy sauce, and a little bit of rice vinegar. I'm going to mix that all up. Adam, let's grab that other bowl and throw all these oranges and grapefruits right in here with the beets. Start putting all your other ingredients for the beef right in there, okay. And then get me that other little bowl for the dressing. The beet salad.
Oh, seed. Hold on. Got it.
Rich 18-year-old balsamic vinegar. We're going to start off a vinaigrette for the steak with a little balsamic vinegar. We're going to put a little bit of cumin in. Put about half of your beans in with that steak. Some olive oil. Salt. Pepper. Put all your scallions and everything in there.
Yep.
Your beef.
On its way.
Olive oil. I think we need a little olive oil with these beets. This is very fine Italian extra virgin olive oil. We don't heat this up. We only use it as a finishing agent. Here's a spoon.
Spoonage.
Let's put this, you know what? I better taste it just to make sure. Glad I tasted it. Needs a little more cumin, ground cumin. It's going to have kind of a southwest kick with a little bit of salt that we needed extra. We'll put that on top. Okay. How we doing here, guys? We're doing good on time? I think so.
Okay.
So our beet salad.
We are mixed.
We're mixed?
And good
okay.
to go.
We're going to come back in just a minute and do what we usually do. We're going to set this up in a nice little display, and as we did in the last show, or maybe this is the first show, it depends on which show you see first, Adam's going to talk to us and do another dish with college survival cooking, kind of like a campus cooking for beginners. And what are we making today?
We're making baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
In the microwave.
In the microwave.
Crazy, you don't have to bake it because you got a microwave.
And like if you go to the mall, they have those stands. They're like $6, $7 for one
Super
of those.
fancy. It's
yeah.
insane.
Okay, we'll be right back.